think the footage itself says it all. Those scenes were both shameful and disgraceful. We said that we were resolved to uphold the rule of law and the Parade Commission determination not to allow the return parade past the Ardine shop fronts. We did that. We did so impartially, and we did so firmly. I cannot praise highly enough this morning the courage, the professionalism and the restraint of my PSNI colleagues and those from England, Wales and Scotland who joined us in making sure that the rule of law was upheld. My colleague will give you some further detail in terms of injuries later. But if I could sum up my thoughts on them, it's simply this. They were brilliant. They were brilliant in the interests of everybody in Northern Ireland in making sure that the rule of law was upheld at some personal cost. Now, much of the day across Northern Ireland passed peacefully. It's right to put things in perspective. The parades in Derry, Londonderry, across many areas of Northern Ireland, I think were examples of tolerance, of self-respect, and the images across the world should have been those. Sadly, I suspect they won't be. They'll be about the localised disorder. But I need to put things in perspective. Much of what took place yesterday was a day of celebration for many people. I also want to say, in relation to the disorder last night, there were undoubtedly many individuals who made significant efforts to try and keep the peace. I want to thank them as well for their efforts in a very volatile situation. But that said, I think that this morning some of the leadership within the Orange Order needs to reflect upon whether they provided the responsible leadership asked for by myself and by the party leaders. Some of their language was emotive, and having called thousands of people to protest, they had no plan and no control. And rather than being responsible, I think the word for that is reckless. We were very clear from day one that our overriding concern was of public safety, crowd safety, and the interests of thousands of people on the street. And with hot weather, with alcohol flowing freely, and with a volatile situation with passions raised, not to have a plan, not to have a control, compromise the safety of many people. Now, today is a day for calm words, cool heads, and to settle things down. But today, another 400 police officers will arrive from England, Wales and Scotland. That will join the 630 already here. Last night we put over 4,000 police officers on the streets, and you can be assured, as we did last night, that the rule of law will be upheld, and that with those colleagues from England, Wales and Scotland, we will ensure that the peace is maintained.